YouTube. Hi, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine, and I am here to do a message for whoever needs it. So if the title of this resonated with you, I don't know what it is yet, or if you just felt compelled to click for some reason, there may be messages in here for you. I will call signs if I see signs or feel signs coming out in the cards. And yeah, I'm sorry to go ghost on you guys just as the world appeared to be in full collapse. But I was guided to just take a break and take a pull back from some of the broader public social media platforms. I encourage you all, if you want to keep up with me, to join me on Patreon, where I'm always active, or sign up for my newsletter so we can stay in touch. The links for all that stuff are going to be in the description box below, and I'll pin them in the pinned comment as well. Let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what wants to come out. This is a message for whoever needs it. What is this going to be about? Message for whoever needs it at this time. I hope you are all doing well out there. I hope you are all maintaining your peace as best as possible. Ooh. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it because, all right, anything else want to come through? Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Okay. And we have one slip all the way out here, and it's time for a nap. Yeah. Some of you might be feeling like you've been like taking a break. You maybe have been like overwhelmed by everything that's going on. There's just so much to piece through, parse through, make sense of at this time. You could have been like, okay, you know what? Let me taking your energy back a little bit, knowing what's in your control and what's not in your control, and knowing that, everything is going to work out for the highest good of all, and trying to keep that faith and keep that energy. And sometimes you need to pull back, right? You need to pull yourself out of the storm, not keep charging into the tornado, right? There's this compulsion, I think, that we have to like charge into the tornado and get into the mix and sort of meld into chaos. And some of us have been more guided to seek solitude, to seek quiet, to try to fully embody like the peace that we want to see in the world. You might be sitting in prayer state for much of your days. You could be really focused on your connection with the Most High, the universe, God, whatever you subscribe to. You could be really focused on your connection there and trying to bring in more I guess they're saying like a more gentle energy in your life. I feel like this is just more than what's going on in the world geopolitically. It just feels like there's been a lot that's been out of our control, as we are in this major massive state of transition, collective transition. And it's been maybe a little bit difficult to get clarity in the storm. And so, seeking shelter, seeking solitude, right? May of 1976 I see here. I also see September 17th here. August 13th. February 4th. Ooh, hello. Okay, we'll take them. Let's see. You have the law of oneness. Release the need to make anyone wrong and unify with your truth, right? It's kind of like, there's this energy of who's right, who's wrong, what's the bet, like who knows best type of energy. And it's really like getting out of that and pulling back and being like, you know what? Nothing is more powerful than your own inner truth. Nothing is more powerful than what your gut is telling you. Then you have the law of action. It says, get out of your comfort zone and take bold action today. So you might find yourself emerging here from this period of solitude, right? You might find yourself wanting to like come back to the world. It's a Tevin Campbell song. Your last name could be Campbell. You could be a Tevin Campbell fan, come back to the world. I don't know. I think that's a Tevin Campbell song. But yeah, but you might find yourself wanting to come back to the world, right? Let's see what we have here. We have the law of karma. You are being called to a higher purpose, right? And then the law of growth. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. Yeah, it's like this moment of solitude was needed for you to like reconnect with a higher sense of purpose. Like, because there's so much swirling around, there's so much that has been in transition. It could be, you could have lost sight of what the purpose was, why you were doing something, why you were pursuing something, and now it's sort of like coming back together. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, now you're back on track here. You're getting back on track. Okay, let's go. Let's do the field tarot here. You could also have some sort of like, this is like realizing all of a sudden like, oh, I'm meant to be in this kind of service industry, or like, oh, one of my main purposes here is to, you know, I don't know, for some of you it could be like start a family or something like that, or like join some sort of collective or something like that. And it's like almost like this drive to do it is like, it's become very powerful, this drive to show up in service or create something is taking over here. Ooh, a bunch of cards came out, so we're going to see what we have here, and I'll show y'all. Okay, look, we have the Lovers card. We have the Three of Cups. I'm not doing reversals here. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. All these cups. You have the Nine of Cups, the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, Gemini, Sagittarius energy here, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, we love it. The Lovers card with the Three of Cups here, there could have been like shifts in your friendships and relationships. Like here, you could be like not resonating with people in the same way that you had in the past. And it could be like you've been maybe disappointed in the way that they've showed up in the past few weeks. You know, and this is, I mean, these are choices that we make. It's like, I think I think there's like this, maybe it was fun, like they're saying it was fun while it lasted. Okay, so there maybe you may have been in relationships that were maybe fun while they lasted, but you realize like the differences there are kind of like, there's like a split, right? Maybe it's a split in ideology or interest, or like you're just like, again, that drive toward this higher sense of purpose could be just like giving you the space to walk away from some things that are not aligned with that higher sense of purpose. Okay, then you have this Fulfillment card. Yeah, going for what you want, going for what it is that you want, your wish fulfillment, and not really being focused on sort of like fitting in or something like that. I think it's like you're choosing to like stand fully in the difference, in what makes you different from others. Okay, you have this you have this Temperance card here. This Temperance card here is about you like returning to your inner peace, right? Your inner truth, your inner knowing. I believe that there was a card that said that, right? Returning to your inner peace and your inner knowing, but then also at the same time knowing that you can alchemize a different circumstance for yourself, right? You might realize like something's been holding you back from your expansion, like maybe trying to fit into a certain group or trying to make a certain career work for you. It's been actually holding you back from your expansion, when really like you may have intended for it to be like, oh, these people are going to help me along, or, you know, these are the kinds of connections that you need to be in order like to, I don't know, get the recognition that you want or something like that. And there's this realization here that it's like, oh no, the direction that you're going is actually different than that. The direction that you're being called to, pulled to, drawn to is different. Yeah, like it feels like almost like you're about to establish roots in a different place, in a different okay, in a different place, in a different arena with a different group here. Yeah. And it's no love lost. That's what they want. They want you to know. There's no love lost here. It's almost like it really is just a karmic conclusion. The Justice card here. It's like a rebalancing of energies. Where you once were, what once felt good to you, what once felt like the right kind of connection for you is no longer feeling like that. It's no longer feeling harmonious. You're realizing that your needs are different. Your evolving needs require different choices, are requiring you to make different choices. You also could be realizing like something was out of balance in your life. Like this could be an example, like if like a lot of your relationships were surrounded by like drinking or gossiping or something like that, it just does not hit in the same way it used to. You know what I'm saying? And so you're like, I need to change. I need to switch out from here. Yep, I'm going to show you what it is. It's the Six of Swords. This is transition. This is moving from something that has been causing you possibly like frustration, or it's just been like, it's just kept you maybe a little bit out of sorts here, out of control, maybe like emotionally overwhelmed. You could have found yourself like feeling like getting wrapped up in other people's drama, right? Or like, you know what I mean? Like too much drama. Like, you know, sometimes there's like friends, you're like, wow, this is a lot of drama for me not being in a relationship with you. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, there's like, you might have just been like wrapped up in the drama and being like, this is like out of control, and wanting to like resume control. And part of the way you did that is by going into this space of solitude, reclaiming your inner peace, right? Reattuning to that inner truth, that inner knowing, right? And knowing what is in your control and what is outside of your control, allowing fate to take its course. Sometimes we hold on to these relationships, or we hold on to these situations, right? Because we feel like we are controlling a situation, when really, again, it's like limiting. It's like holding on to a limit. Like, well, these are my only friends, so they have to be my friends. Or like, this is the only job that there is right now, so I got to stay here. It's like that's holding on to a limit, right? Because if you know that something isn't serving you, you have the Three of Cups here with the Five of Cups. That's Eight of Cups, walking away from something that doesn't serve you, right? If you know that something isn't serving you and you're holding on to it out of a fear that there won't be something to replace it, right? You know, whatever is taken from you, the Most High is going to replace with something that's 10 times better. Right? And so like being bold enough, right? Take bold action, being bold enough to get out of that comfort zone and take bold action to move in a different direction is going to serve you here. Yeah, for some of you, this definitely has to do with a work situation, or you've been working on these friendships. You've been working on it, and it's not working. Like, you know what I mean? You can put in a lot of work and effort and energy into something and have it still be like, it's just missing the mark, right? It's just a little bit falling a little bit short. And it's maybe because it's like there's a karmic conclusion that's needed here. There's a karmic conclusion that's needed here. You have the Empress card here. The Empress card is telling you maybe it's time to create in a new direction. Maybe it's time to grow your garden elsewhere, right? Sorrow here, the Three of Swords. That's separation. You're separating from something maybe that takes you, I'm not doing reversals, but maybe it takes you out of it feels like it takes you out of your power. Maybe it's like, you know, you've applied for a leadership position, or you're always like, you've applied and applied for leadership positions and you keep getting overlooked or something like that. Or possibly it's like, you know that you're like you're like the pity friend in the group or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy. You like feel like they're always getting together and you're like the afterthought or something like that. It's like your intuition is now guiding you. Your intuition is guiding you out of that. It's like you're like, when you start to take care of yourself and put yourself in situations that actually feel good, that actually don't feel like they're limiting you, that's when you know that you can that's when you feel the full power of yourself as an alchemist, the full power of yourself as somebody who can literally change their situation from, night to day. You know what I'm saying? Can put yourself in, can find you can find yourself in environments that are really uplifting, and that feel more fair. Like you could be being treated very unfairly for some of you. Ooh, that's too many. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely like you need to be in a situation where people are respecting you. Like you're getting the appropriate respect, the respect that you need, right? They recognize what you're bringing to the table. Like it's almost like for some of you, it's like you're getting all this responsibility, but you're not getting the title that you deserve. Yeah, you're like people keep trying to put more responsibility on you, but not giving you the title that you deserve. And there's you've gained clarity around that. It could have been this could be very confusing because you're like, but I know I'm doing quote unquote the right thing, right? Sticking it out, trying to be supportive, trying to like do your part, be a team player, doing the right thing, being patient, right? And it's like perhaps your patience is not like you're being patient in a situation where you're not intended to be patient, right? You're not supposed to wait there. And so now it's like, it's almost like this realization that came through quiet, that like, you can move beyond this. You can move beyond these relationships, these situations, this unfulfilling career path for some of you. For others of you, this is like you realize like, you know what? I'm going to go to school. I'm going to skill up. So they keep denying me. I'm going to skill up and I'm going to show them. For some of you, this is like you're going to do a work, like some sort of learning thing, certificate or workshop. I just got like Amazon Business Solutions. I think that's the thing, or AWS. I don't know. You can be doing some sort of like Amazon certification or something like that. But you're like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and cry. You're not going to cry and grieve over something that's continually not working. You're just going to skill up. You're going to move. You're going to like, better, do work on self-improvement here. This could be like, this could also just be you reading like self-help books. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like for some of you, like, some kind of like drinking situation has gotten out of control, drinking or something has gotten out of control. But it's like you're realizing like certain relationships are just not good for you anymore. Certain friendships are not serving you anymore. Anything else that wants to come through before we wrap this baby up? Anything else wants to come through? Yeah, the Tower. Yeah, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, certain relationships are not serving you anymore. This could feel very abrupt. It could be like last week we was all kikiing, and this week after I took some time by myself, I realized I don't want to kiki anymore. You don't want to kiki anymore. You don't want to feel like you're misaligned anymore. You don't want to be disappointed, like consistently disappointed by the way that you're being treated. And so, the Tower is here. The Tower is here to pull down this faulty foundation and to put you in a position to build something that is much, much stronger. Much, much stronger. Let's go ahead and get a mystical shaman to wrap this baby up. You could be a Scorpio. You could be a Libra. I see Gemini out here. Really, everybody's out here. Scorpio. I said Scorpio. Aries, Leo out here. Capricorn. Cancer's out here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I have one card to wrap this reading up. If you made it this far in this reading, drop me let's see. Is there like a person walking or running Like it feels like you're just gonna run in a new direction. You're like, there's like this sudden realization that you're just running in a new direction. So drop me the emotion of the person that's running, because you're running in a new direction. Heart of the sky. Heart of the sky here, that's a 6 card. 6s are movement, they're progress. It's like realizing like, okay, I'm not progressing in this situation, so I'm gonna put myself in a situation where I can progress. Okay, let's see, 24. 24, here we go. It says, the heart of the sky is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of the sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. The heart of the sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, the artist, all guided by the heart of the sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly and allow the universe to take care of the details. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant, right? That's what you're doing. You're setting yourself free. You're setting yourself free to explore a new kind of limitlessness, all right? Running in the other direction. And I love it for you. All right, that's the message that I have. I really hope it resonated with someone out there. Don't forget to put the running person in the comments if you made it this far. And please join us on Patreon, sign up for my email list, and I'll be back when I'm back. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.